Welcome to my UI game, otherwise known as Homage. We're going to go ahead and start off by going to the instructions, and I'll show you the fully customizable controls. I can change these to the arrow keys, or any other strange combination of buttons if I want to. I am in fact using G and J right now to move the opposite directions. Currently, I'm on the first floor of my level, as you'll see reflected here on the map in the pause menu. But if I go up this balloon, you'll find that the pause menu now reflects that I'm on the second floor of my level. If you look at the map, you'll see that it now reflects that I'm on the third floor. But you may also notice that at the bottom of the page, there are two messages. Over time, the main character will write these somewhat demotivated and self-deprecating messages at the bottom of the page to reflect that the player is taking a long time. Coming back to my progress indicator in the pause menu, you can see that my main character is a little displeased with how far he's gotten. Now that I have both of my spells, I can show you the primary features of my game, as well as the ability to switch between the list of spells. Firstly, using Pyromancy on an object, we'll set it on fire. While Telekinesis will grab that object and move it around for me. While we're here, I can go ahead and show off how my renewable resource of health is affected by objects in the level. First of all, enemy porcupines will damage you and make you flash red. In these health vials that you can collect with telekinesis will heal you back. Here you have to move a box with telekinesis under a balloon and then set the flame with pyrokinesis for the multi-sequence interaction. I'd also like to add the animations and movement are very useful for death players because they have more visuals to work with. In case you're wondering what my game looks like with certain types of color blindnesses, I actually still have the filters enabled. Cycling through these, you can see that most of the objects still remain fairly distinct in shape and line width, and can be told apart fairly well. The UI right now is unfortunately not in the correct space to be affected by the filters, but does still follow the color scheme of the rest of the game. I would now like to go through a quick rundown of some of the micro-interactions I've added to the game. The first of which is the spell flare I've added for picking up the telekinesis spell from the ground. You'll see that it starts at a small scale, expands, and then bounces before finally landing into place. Speaking of the telekinesis spell, this has several micro-interactions on its own. First of all, you'll see that it scales up and down to have a vibrating motion, as well as rotating slowly. When an object is inside of the telekinesis, the object will vibrate. While you'll have two spells, you'll notice that there's a tab system in the bottom left. The currently selected spell will be fully opaque, as well as slightly enlarged, while the other spell will be smaller and transparent. Switching between these, you'll see the effect will switch between the spells as well. Now the last micro-interaction I'd like to show you is that once you complete the level, it'll slowly fade to black, before going to the next scene.